Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hello, Vicky. How is everyone? My camera does not seem to be centered. I have not used my camera for making videos all week. I have been using my handheld camera. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Kathleen. Okay, first of all, happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. I have to apologize in advance. My nose is extremely runny, and I cannot get it to stop running away. So I hope not to sniffle today. Hi, Tilda. I hope not to sniffle today, but I can't get it to stop, and it is running like a faucet. So please excuse me. Hi, Margaret. Having some difficulties. I don't feel like I'm having any allergies. Maybe it's and it's not that cold. So I don't know. It's got to be weather. I don't know. It is just that way. So, we're getting to the end of the year, and I've put my images kind of together, kind of getting those things looked at, and my next thing, because I took the day off yesterday, I'll have to talk about that too. My next thing is getting all my projects in progress together, taking a little bit of an inventory, making a list, seeing what I still want to finish. I may be ditching a few of these projects. I know I have way over 100. Yeah, it could be something I've gotten into, but I don't think so because I was gone all day yesterday. And I'm gonna cough. So give me a second here. I'm just gonna cough and take a drink of water and blow my nose real fast. Give me a sec. Sorry. Just a little cough. I really don't want to be sniffly during this stream because it will sound awful and I really don't want that. But so I am trying like crazy. A bunch of people came in. So hello, Debbie. Hello, Anne, Missy, Paper Kitty, Cheryl, Margaret. I don't know if I said hello. I'm all over the place. All right. So hello, everyone. Thanks for spending some time with me. I had a great day yesterday. Before I get started, so I've been putting my projects, well, I haven't really done anything with the project inventory yet. I'm still working on getting the video done for images, but I have isolated 6 projects that are almost done, and one of them is this Anything Goes book, and I figure that I'm just going to work in this a little bit, and then I can have it done by the end of the year, and then I won't have to organize it because I can put it in a place, where everything's finished. But there are just a few more pages where I just need a little something and not sure exactly what I want to put there. So I went through some of the images today, kind of sorting through that, kind of looking at what I have. So I can do the video and kind of know what's there. But I did put some images in some of these pages that I'm thinking about, and that's what I'm going to do today. Is I am going to glue some images in, maybe do some painting in this, and maybe work on a couple of the other projects that I have pretty close to being done. Let me go to this back page and try to go in some kind of order here. So I had a great day yesterday. I played hooky, had a day. I went over to St. Petersburg, Florida, And I did meet Jennifer over there. Hello, Cheryl. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying the organizing videos. I did take a break from that yesterday, so I haven't gotten anywhere since the last I filmed, but that's fine because I'm going pretty fast. I'm going a whole lot faster than I thought I would. So I'm not too concerned about it. I'm going to cough. Nope, I'm not. Oh, dear. I'm going much faster than I thought I was. When I first started looking at that, at the room, when I just took a good look at the room before I even started and was thinking about how I was going to go tackle this and what I was going to do and all that, I just could not believe how messy, how out of control this room has gotten. So the way it looked, I had planned on it going much, much further. Hi, Jen. You've been inspired by organizing videos and you're trying to clean up your disaster too? It does get worse before it gets better. Anybody that is trying to organize, it does get worse before it gets better. I'm not really sure about these images. I've got too much to choose from here. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I want to go to a page that's going to be easy. My day-to-day, what I really want to do, not only get some stuff done, but I would like to just chat, relax, and give myself a break after all the work that I am doing on the room. So I'm just kind of putting it aside for today, and I will start tackling it tomorrow. My first thing is I need to make the video on the images so that I can start to put those back. I think I like this here, but I don't think I like all this white space. I think I might fussy tear it just a little bit closer so there's not all that stuff. So let me do that while I'm talking. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure exactly how to go about the whole thing yet and how to get all my projects in one spot, because that's another one of my, I've got a lot. Anyway, so about my day yesterday, I'm like all over the place. I am all over the place. I've got so much to share. I'm doing quite a bit of stuff, trying to get things situated for the new year, trying to finish up some projects so that I'd like to do a video on the things that I finished this year. I don't know how much stuff I'm going to have because I sold quite a bit of the things that I actually finished. But I would like to do a video on my year last year and trying to give myself a little bit of perspective. You know, what did I actually accomplish? And if I get, and I will, when I get the room organized, that is definitely going to be one of my accomplishments for 2018. That's my New Year's resolution, to have it organized by the 1st. And I am on track. In fact, I'm ahead of schedule, so I don't see any problem with that. The room looks great. I feel really good in here. I don't feel like I am tipping over piles of stuff. I am a little overwhelmed with the amount of images I have, and I do believe that most of the stuff that was piled all over the place, it's projects and it's images and it's videos getting ready to be filmed. When I kind of organized all that stuff, that's when it started to really look up. So, uh-oh, what did I miss? Oh, great, Cheryl. You're going to be in Florida for a few months. While I'm thinking about it, hi, Malia. Hi, Vicky. While I'm thinking about it, I think I need something behind here. And I'm not sure exactly what. This looks a little boring to me. There is a meet and greet. I will be at Lakeland Public Library in January. She's got a pointy toe. 19th of January at 1 p.m. I think since it's Glue Book January, I think what we're going to do is share some ideas on glue books. I'm going to see what kind of glue books you guys are all doing. And I think that will be the theme for January. So if you are in the area on the 19th, please come to the library, say hello, and meet some of the girls and see some stuff. How I moved all my things. Okay, so I guess I can talk a little bit about the organization. What do I need to put behind here? I've got a leaf or a feather here, and I've got a lot of leaves already stamped in here. But we all like leaves. I'm thinking I want to do something homemade stamp-wise. I haven't used my handmade stamps in here yet, so let me stamp a little bit of black on this page before and maybe a little bit on this one so that they are equal. They look the same. Maybe just a little bit of pattern, and I will glue that. So how I organize stuff, I tried to film it the way it was in the very beginning. I did have to move, and I moved quite a bit. So what you saw in the very first video was better than when it started. The path that I had through the room, trying to see if I can stamp over the edge here. Let me put the backs of this that I don't care about over the edge so I can stamp without worrying about getting, oops, that was the wrong one, worried about getting stuff all over the table and stuff. Anyway, I had actually cleaned up that space so that I could walk in there holding a camera and not trip and fall and, get really messed up. So it was cleaned. It took me a couple hours to make the walkway large enough so that I felt comfortable to walk through it with the camera. Hi, Laura. Hi, Deb. So it was much worse. It was much worse. And so what I did first was I decided that I needed the space for working. And what do I need for making videos? What do I need for making recordings and, all that kind of stuff? What was it that I really needed for that? And I decided all that shipping stuff really needed to go someplace else. Now, I've got a closet downstairs. I really didn't want to start filling a closet downstairs with all this stuff, but it really did help. So just getting all the shipping boxes and tape and envelopes and all that stuff, it helped quite a bit. So that I could actually move around in the area. and also getting the Artomat, the shelves and the Artomat things, the blocks that I'm going to be using, getting all those blocks out of the way. Those were taking up quite a bit of space too. See, I like that. I worked a miracle. I knew exactly what I needed to do. I knew I needed to get some of the stuff out of this room so I could make it a working room. So I kind of had, before I even started, I looked around and decided, okay, shipping goes, Artomat stuff goes, and things for sale, I really should not have in this room. Let me get all those things out, and then I will have room to move. So that's what I did. Took those things out first and stowed those things in this closet downstairs. The Artomat stuff is actually in my bedroom. I'm going to be setting up the shelves and putting up all my Artomat art in my bedroom. So that's in there. The blocks that I'm going to make my Artomats with are in the closet downstairs. All the boxes, the shipping stuff, it's all downstairs in this closet. And I had to move all the stuff that was in the closet elsewhere. So it is kind of a mess downstairs right now. A little bit, but not as bad as I thought. I was able to move. This is a great big huge closet downstairs, and it has really skinny little shelves all the way around it, and it's long and skinny. So it's got, I don't know what it is. I guess it's a storage closet. And the shelves are not really that deep. So you can't really put a lot of, I've got glue on the front of her. She's going to stick to the next page. So I'm wiping that off, drying her off. There we go. Do I think that's done? I think it needs a bit of a border. I think it does. So I was not able to put a lot of stuff in this closet before, and it was a jumbled mess because it doesn't have any large spaces to put large things. So when I put all those little shipping boxes in there, I could fill the shelves downstairs in this closet and have them out of the way over here. So that helped a lot. And yeah, and moving the magazines downstairs, that also helped as well. So after I got those three main things out, the shipping stuff, things for sale, and the Artomat art and all of that, the next thing that I did was grab images. I took all the magazines that are not harvested downstairs. What am I going to put around this edge? I need something darkish. It looks, it needs to be enclosed. I need to either stamp or doodle around the outside. And I'm thinking that I might, do I have a large Sharpie? What do I have here? Do I have a medium Sharpie? I have a small one and a really, really large one. I want a normal one. Give me 1 second. I think I've got one, but it's just out of my reach. I think I've got some stuff in here that I can use. So when I piled up all the images and the stuff that I sort images into the boxes and the envelopes and the, you know, everything. All that stuff. Wow, that's a king size. I don't think I want it that big. I thought I had a regular sized Sharpie. There it is. There it is. All right. And when I do use things up, I do believe that that's going to give me space as well. I have way too many images, and I'm just going to do some weird circles and try not to write here. Let me write over here and talk at the same time. Let me just make a border with some circles to make it nice and dark. So in grabbing all the things that I store, the plastic containers, well, and it is all of them now, I think. The baskets and the envelopes and all that stuff. That really helped clean up some of the area as well. And I was able to consolidate some of that stuff because some of the baskets were, you know, only half full. Some of the plastic bins were able to hold a little bit more stuff, and I was able to stack the baskets on top of each other, and, you know, just stuff like that. Let me just use the other side so I don't mark on pictures that I might want to use. Really helped a lot. And I think the next step when I get all my projects together, a lot of those are on these shelves, these 3 shelves right here behind me. And I need to get those off the shelves so I can use the shelves for organizing. And I think what I'm going to do is put image containers on these shelves right here. See, I like that already. Look at that. Yes, I am filming the Artomats stuff. I actually, what I'm going to do, not only film it all, taking pictures of each and every little thing, I'm going to make a board on my Pinterest board and post all the Artomat pictures that I have. And it's a lot. You saw that big old box full of stuff. I've got over 100. I've got over 100. I'm not sure exactly what the number is, but I've got over 100. Got another one yesterday. Talk about my day yesterday too. But so I need to get the projects off the shelves so I can organize the images on those shelves. How I'm going to switch them, that's going to be a little that's going to be a juggling act right there all by itself. But I can do it. It'll get done. I need to do the video first, though, and then I will organize the images, get the projects organized, and in the meantime, I would like to finish up these 6 projects before the first of the year. And, uh-oh, didn't realize that was the end of the page. And then I need, well, when I do the projects, that is when I am going to set aside all the glue books for Glue Book January. I'm really looking forward to a nice, relaxing January. For those that are not aware, January is my birthday month, and it's a very cold month for me and a lot of other people. And so I have dedicated January to, you like the black? I like the black too. I think it encloses it. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm happy with this. And let me put those pens back so I can find them again. Next time. And I'm going to go on to another page. I'm going to call that page Done. Don't remember where I got that. So, I am not sold on this image on this page yet, so I am going to move along. So I wanted to talk about, oh yeah, I like the colors of this, and I don't want to cover up a lot of this because I really like the acrylic inks. I really like that. I want to be able to see that again, but I think it needs a little something, so I think I'm going to put these mermaids on this page. All right. So, hi Elaine, Laura. Sorry, I have been making circles and I wasn't paying any attention to chat. Anybody else who came in, please say hello so I can see you. Let me get this mermaid cut out so I can glue her on the page. So that's my organization. I'm glad people are getting something from this. I like to help in that kind of area. I'm pretty good at organizing stuff if I take the time to do it. I usually am so gung-ho on trying to get a project started or done or worked out, videos done, all those kinds of things that I don't allow myself time to organize, and then it just gets out of control. And that is entirely my own fault. And like I said in the video, I did not truly move my stuff into the space so that it was in a place it should be. I kind of threw everything in this room and started making videos, started streaming, and it just was never where it needed to be to begin with. So, because I just did not take the time. So anyway, I'm glad it's helping some people. I'm glad it's motivating some people. It sure does feel good when it happens. And I like those faces, so I'm going to keep those for something else. It really does. It feels good to have the space. I have some place to put this book. If I put some paint in it or something, I need to set it aside so it'll dry. I actually have a place that's not on top of a bunch of other things to put it. Imagine that. Let's see here. I want this mermaid too. Do we have anything on here? Unwind. So, yeah, the moving was a horrible time, and I think that's why I just kind of threw everything in here and started back on real life, because I'd had such a hard time before, right before that, a couple of months before that as well. It was really, let's not even remind me. Let's not go into how horrible that whole situation was, because it was horrible. And that's what I was doing, is I got out of the situation, threw everything in here just to forget about it. I just started my life again, like nothing had happened, trying to recover from that horribleness. And I do plan on having this room done, if the videos go well, having this room done this coming week, this week. And then I'm hoping it's very simple. But I don't really want a lot on this page. I want the page to be what it is. I think it needed just a little something, and I really like the mermaids just the way they are, and so I am just going to glue down the mermaids. All right, so that's the organization thing. Not finished yet. What I will do is I'm doing the video on how I store images, which will be a little tricky. I'm not sure exactly how to pull that one off yet. I don't know whether to do handheld and do it where they are now, or whether to stack them all up right around here and do it here. What are your thoughts? I am going to take each one of those different types of things that I store or I have stored in the past, and talk a little bit about what I like about each thing and what I don't like, what I do now, and some suggestions for some other people. You know, there's a million different ways to store stuff, and there's a million different people who things will work for, and those same things won't work for somebody else. So I care. See, I like this page too. It's nice and simple. I like the colors. Off to the next page. See, this is getting done, man. It's getting done. And then I can say I finished the Anything Goes book. When did I start this? Did I start this year? I have to go through the videos too and find out exactly when I started things. If I finished them in a year, if I finished this in a year, I would be pretty amazed. Yeah, so organizing your images, it's I'm just going to give suggestions, what works for me, what doesn't work for me, you know, and what doesn't work for me may work for somebody else. All right. So I am going to say all the things that I've tried, why I don't like it, why I do like it, all that stuff. I like this one, but the image, I would just have to take a little bit off the top and the bottom, and I don't think I want the whole thing, so I'm vetoing that one. I like her. I really like the background of this page. I like, finally, I'm happy to finally have a Scotch tape, the double circle. It's a Scotch tape center. I'd been wanting one forever and ever, and I finally got one. That's funny. I like the way she looks. I think I'd need to fussy cut her out so she looks good on the page. Anything Goes. It's thinking it's a name for a musical. Anything Goes. Uh-oh. I kind of like that, but I don't think I want to trim it down anymore, and it blocks too much of the background. Not real happy with that one. And this one too. Oh, yeah, it would take off quite a bit of that image. It's too tall, so vetoing that one. So let me fussy cut this while I catch up on chat. Was it put away for quite a while? Is it 2 years old? I want to say I started it I started it right before football season, because that's when I started streaming on Sundays. And when I started streaming on Sundays, that is the first thing that I did on Sundays it was Anything Goes Book Sunday. Was that 2 years ago, or was that just a year ago and some months? Seems like it's been quite a while, but I like the last one with the hair bow too, but I want that page to be in a taller, so I can use the whole image. I want the whole image. So she's going to be saved for something else. I think she's the cutest little thing, yeah. So I want to talk about my day yesterday. Jennifer and we played hooky. We were supposed to be working, but we decided to go and do stuff. The Sketchbook Project, the little mobile from Italy, the little cart that they have gotten, was in St. Petersburg. So I decided that I wanted to go talk to the people about my tiny little sketchbook and how I was going to get the number on it. Since they printed the number on the cardboard cover, and I want to rebind my little sketchbook, I wanted to talk to somebody and find out exactly how I could go about doing that without disrupting their organization, and to get it all digital and all that good stuff. So let me stop talking for a minute so I don't nick her nose or her lips or anything important. So I got answers on that, and I didn't realize that it was a small selection of books. They only had the mobile shelves full of books, and it was the books that were artists from Florida, which was kind of interesting. I did take some movies and some pictures. Well, we took some movies and some pictures while we were there. One of the movies, there were dogs fighting in the background. I have not had a chance to look at that video or listen to it. I may not be able to post it. It was pretty noisy. It was pretty horrible. But I do like this. Hi, Cynthia. August 18th, 2017 in my Anything Goes book. So then that's 2 years then. No. I will look at it. We'll figure it out. It does seem like this book has been around for longer than a year. So I do like this. I'm thinking she needs to go maybe a little bit more. Nope, I don't like her hair at the edge of the page. Maybe if I tilt her just a little bit in, I kind of like her just a little bit that way, a little bit more. So I might have to, yeah, I like her looking straight that way. I do like it that way. She's going to have to look at something. Yes, I know. I'm going to have to find something for her to look at. We'll figure it out. I have a few things over here to look at, but I didn't pull anything else out. I really figured one of these images would work, but I just don't like the way they look. So I will find maybe a fish or something for her to look at, or a bird. But I have to go in search of for those things. But I like her, so I am just going to glue her down for now. Hi, Peg. So it was really a lot of fun to go and see the sketchbooks. And I don't know if you want me to say anything, Jennifer. But Jennifer did get a sketchbook to do. I have a tiny sketchbook and a regular size sketchbook to do. So we're going to be working on sketchbooks here this next year, beginning of the year, to get them in on time so that they can do their tours around, well, the tiny ones are going to go to Europe and the regular ones go around North America. So it's really, it's quite impressive. When you see the sketchbooks, you get to see the kinds of, and I want her face to be faced that way, so whatever way her body ends up, that's the way it's going to be. Let me make sure she doesn't have any bumps underneath her face. That's all we need, is a bumpy face. And this paper is not really unbumpy anyway, so make sure it's as good as it can get. So Jennifer's going to be doing the sketchbook project. I'm doing the sketchbook project. I know other people are doing it. I don't think I'm going to be doing it in January. But I don't know, because I like to get things done a little bit early. Deadlines tend to, make me freeze creatively. So if I get my deadlines done way, way, way in advance, I don't have the clock ticking and the pressure of trying to get something done in the nick of time kind of thing. The closer to my deadline I have, the more my creative juices and motivation and all the other stuff attached to it goes flying out the window, and then I have such a hard time with deadlines. That's all there is to it. I have a hard time with deadlines. I do like her on this page, but yes, she does need to be looking at something. I don't have anything right now. I'm going to have to come back. I really want a fish or a bird, or maybe even an elephant, if I can find an elephant. Ooh, makes me think. Makes me think. This one's facing the wrong way, and this one just doesn't seem big enough. And that one doesn't really seem right either, so they have to go on something else. All right, we'll find something else. Hi, Jamie. We don't know what she's looking at yet, but we'll figure it out. Something interesting. Hi, Millie. I probably do have a giraffe, but not all my images are way out in the hallway. I did not bring in a whole lot right now, so I am limited. So I'll find something later. She'll be looking at something. She's not just looking at the distance. What am I going to do? All right. I really like the background on this one too. And this image, even though I want to cut it out. Here, let me just fussy cut it out and see what's going on. Maybe that will help me decide if I like it or don't like it, and maybe it needs to be someplace else. So anyway, yesterday we saw the Mobile. A lot of great sketchbooks. It is amazing how many different types of books there are. There was an accordion book. There was this book that opened up. It was a box and it had loose pictures in it. It was great. There was a sketchbook. It was more of a diary, surviving Irma and telling about all the things that happened before and after Irma for this person. She documented the whole thing. There's children's artwork, and there's normal sketchbooks and art journals and collage journals, and it was really cool just to take the books that looked interesting off the shelves and flip through them. Some of them were digital, some of them are not. So I took pictures of the digital ones that I enjoyed, which was most of them. And so I can go back and look at these books online. So if you haven't gone to the Sketchbook Project, I believe the site is called the Sketchbook Library. It's in Brooklyn, New York. It is a physical library they have, and then they tour the books around the country. They take them out of this physical location and take them to other cities so other people can see them. Oh, well, I kind of like that. So it's really cool. So you can look at the sketchbooks. A lot of the ones that are digital, they scan every single page of the digital sketchbooks. So you can go online and flip through each page of sketchbooks. You can search by themes, you can search by name, you can search by year. It is, and there's 40,000 plus, 40,000 plus. I think it's up to 44,000 books that they have. Thank you, Jennifer. Some of them, the physical library has all the books, and not all of them are digital. You can't see all of them online, but you can see quite a few. You can spend hours and hours and hours just enjoying people's artwork and what they have brought in. And a lot of people do more than one. So if you know somebody, they might have more than one there. I am not sure I like these two together. So I am not gluing that down now. And I'm leaving my little bookmark here so I can come back to it. I'm not sure I like that there. I am just not sure. I kind of like it there, though. That's strange. I think I like the red with this red. And she's got a green dress on. Maybe that's what I like about it. She's got a green dress on. Maybe a smaller page for her. I don't know. Okay, so let's just leave her and move along. All right. So I'm having a hard time with this one. I think I painted this one last time I was working on the Anything Goes book. I think I worked on this page, trying to put some paint to it. It really warped and wrinkled quite a bit. I put a lot of water in this paint, and so it's not the best. And I'm having a hard time finding something that would go with this. I do have, and I'm not really sure if I like this face. I think, I haven't got to the Artomat yet. I don't know about this page. Let me come back to it. Let me do an easy page. Oh, see here I have the dancers. Let me do an easy page while I'm talking. All right, so we did the sketchbook project. We were lucky that it wasn't raining really hard because they would have had to pack that up. You wouldn't want to get all those sketchbooks wet. There wasn't really a place to sit down and look at them at this location. And they will be in St. Pete this week. They were going to another location. So if you go to the website, they will tell you where you can go see those sketchbooks in St. Petersburg, Florida. I think they're there this whole week. Not today, but they were going someplace. And it was outside. The sketchbook project was the little cart that they have. It was in the Saturday market. So they didn't even have a plastic tarp over them or anything. They did not. I think this is too big. I don't really like the way it looks. I do kind of like the dancers, but I want to give them a little bit of shape. So there was a lot going on in St. Petersburg this weekend. There was an art festival right in the park next to the Saturday market. So we got to walk through there a little bit, saw all kinds of fabulous art. And then we went to the Fine Arts Museum there. And they were doing, what do they call it? Make and take. You make a piece of art. It's really geared toward kids. But we were the only ones there at the time. And we got their full attention. And we got to make a little project. And I will show it. And I'm fussy cutting this way too much. I was just going to give it a little bit of shape. But I am going all out and giving it a nice little fussy cut. I didn't really mean to do that. I got distracted talking and went too far. So now I've started this way. I need to finish this way. So we sat and did this little project, and it's kind of like it's a variation of etching. It's a kid's project, something easy for a child to be able to do. And you know what I might just do is tear the rest of this. Like that. All right. So here's the project. This is, and mine kind of got bent because I had to put it in my purse. It started raining when we were in the museum. It's a aluminum foil, and you draw your design in. You can see I did a butterfly, and then you use Sharpies to color it in. Jennifer said that she used nail polish on her. They had the same project there the last time when she was there. So it was the same project. So she's decided that she's using nail polish. So I colored in mine just a little bit. And I think and I do have some nail polish here. Some silver. I don't think I have any blue. And some white, but and I might put some nail polish in over top of the Sharpies. And then what they were doing was cutting them out for Christmas ornaments or for putting a magnet on there. So, you know, it's a kid's project. It was fun. It was fun to sit there and talk to the girls. You know, they seemed a little bored, but you know, what are you gonna do? It was rainy and not very many people were out, so I guess they enjoyed the fact that we sat down and talked with them for a while. Did our project, and then this is the museum that has the Artomat there. And I think I want this one too. So let me kind of cut that one out as well. I did film the Artomat, pulling out the art, putting my coin in, all that good stuff. It's a really short little video. It probably lasted a minute. I have not looked at it yet. I will probably post it so you can see. Got some pictures. And then, of course, we walked through the museum shop. Cool books in there, all kinds of stuff. And then we walked over to Whimsadoodle. Now, I have never been to Whimsadoodle before, and it is a fabulous scrapbook store. Is that what they call it, a scrapbook store? Yes, the people at the museum, that the kids' projects, they had never heard of junk journals. They had never heard of a junk journal. And so we set them straight and put them in a direction to figure out what junk journals were. And I suggested that it would be a great kids project at the museum because it doesn't really, you don't need to buy supplies for it or anything. So they'll probably be doing junk journals in the future. And Whimsadoodle is fabulous. I managed to find some re-inkers for my distress pads, a few of them, and I still need to figure out which names I needed because I didn't have a list of them. I didn't even think about re-inkers when I went. I knew I was going there, but I did not think about writing down names of re-inkers. I don't know what I don't know. I just didn't think about it. You know, one of those. So, do I like that? Kind of. And I kind of want something for him to stand on. And I put it there. Sorry, thinking. If I put it there, it gives the page a little something. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. It is a pretty cool store. They have just about all of Tim Holtz stuff. It was it was amazing. I don't normally go into stores like that. I don't even think Lakeland has, well, they've got violets. But I don't normally go into stores like that. not that I'm against them or anything. It's just I don't want to spend the money. I have plenty of stuff is my thing. I'm not going to go shopping because I don't need anything. That's my bottom line. And I'm not lying here when I say I have got plenty of stuff. So I just don't shop unless I need something like glue or something, or I'm in the mood for, I want something. I've heard about something and I'm looking, I want to look at it or something. Other than that, I don't shop. So I don't go into these shops. So it was kind of fun to see all the cool stuff. And I did get, like I said, I got some re-inkers. I do like the little, these are some new ones that I got at Hobby Lobby. I used a 40% coupon on those, but I like the little ones because I like a little bit of everything. I was wondering what green I had, and I don't think they had the re-inker for that one. So I did get, these are getting kind of low, so I did get 2 re-inkers. And I managed to get one of the right colors, 2 of the right colors. Yay! So I got 2 re-inkers and 2 new colors that I didn't have before, purples, wilted violet, and milled lavender. Yeah, those are space savers for sure. I like the little ones. Then you can have all the different colors without them taking up too much space. So here's the oh no, I didn't get the right one. I got broken china and I needed the other one. Oh well. I'll still use it. And then I wasn't sure when I'd be back in the store. It is an 1.5-hour drive. And since I don't go shopping very often, I thought I might as well make it worth my while. And so I got mini stencils. I got some patterns. My God, the patterns. I like geometric patterns. I really like stencils. I use stencils for a lot of different stuff. And I thought I'm just going to splurge a little bit and go ahead and get, these are small. I can stash these somewhere. So, you didn't see these? These were in the corner. There were, I swear, these are Tim Holtz. I swear every single stencil that he put out, the entire wall was full of his stencils. All of them were there that I'd ever seen, plus many that I hadn't. Definitely, they were way in the corner, behind where the markers and stuff were. So I'm kind of liking this page. So I'm going to glue this down. And I've got these and new stamp pads. Maybe I should find a place to play with the new stamp pads and such in here. Maybe I should play. Let me glue first. Let me glue. And, I'm thinking that this page might need a little bit of writing on it. So I've got, so I had a great time at Whimsadoodle. I probably will go back sometime. And I didn't show the Artomat art. I did get one. Her name is Tabitha. Her name is Tabitha. And I've never had one of hers before. And so Whimsadoodle will ship. And I didn't check to see if they had the re-inkers for Stays On or these are the two that I use a lot, the Ranger. I do not remember seeing those there. Can someone tell me if those were there? I would have gotten... How does this box open? This box opens in a different way. I've never seen one of these boxes open this way. And this lovely green tissue paper, such a cool color. And this is a piece of mixed media art. It is three-dimensional. I didn't see any re-inkers for regular stamp pads. I saw all the distress stuff and the oxide stuff. And that's the back. Little hanger so that you can hang it. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Goes with the rest of my collection. And I'm not going to be able to take photographs of that until after Glue Book January. I've got to find all the glue books. And let me talk a little bit about Glue Book January. So that was our day. We had a great time. We saw a lot. We did a lot. We were all over the place. It didn't rain a whole lot. It sprinkled when we were inside. It was really nice. So it was a fabulous time. And if you are in the area, I recommend all those places. Whimsadoodle, and go see the Sketchbook Project while it's still there. It's only going to be there this week, I believe. And let me glue this one down. Go and see. Go see. Go see the museum with the Artomat there. And if you're not familiar with Artomat has many, many locations. You can Google Artomat locations. There are hundreds and hundreds of Artomats. It's a refurbished cigarette machine. They no longer sell cigarettes. They do sell works of art from many, many different artists for only $5. $5, you'll get a choice of different things. There's a little tag, a little plaque in front of the lever to pull. Usually it tells you a little bit about what's in there, if it's a piece of jewelry or if it's a piece of mixed media, a painting, or a doll, or a book, or it usually tells you a little something to get you intrigued. And then you put your coin in, or sometimes you even put a $5 bill in, and pull the lever, and out comes your piece of art. And then you become addicted like I have and can't stop. No, I don't like that there. I recommend it highly. It's a lot of fun. All right. And I was going to ask you, Jennifer, we were in Whimsadoodle. We were not sure what the difference between the distress inks and the oxide inks were. And since I turn off chat, And I see that Jamie has said something. Let me look back and see what she said so I can say what it was, because I know that I do the distress inks and I love them. I use these a lot. Okay, Jamie says the oxides are a combo ink. They're sort of permanent. They stay wet longer and will activate with water or wet mediums. They layer really cool, water-based, but will stain and stay. So what do you like? Do you like the distress inks, or the oxides better, Jamie? I have the inks and I don't have any oxides. I don't need anything more, number one. I want to start using up some of the stuff that I do have. But I'm just curious for the future. I am curious of why would you need both? What's the difference between them? Which ones do people like better? Let me rub this down so it will get a chance to stay longer and better. If I burnish it down really well, it will stay longer. I'll do that to the other parts of these things I glued down too. Distress is more transparent and the pigment in oxide is more opaque. That's what I thought. That's what I had heard. Hi, Rebecca. I like the transparency of the regular inks myself. And I really like the way they work. I like the way that they move when you get them, wet. And I really like the distress inks. I didn't think I needed both of them. So I haven't gotten any yet. Maybe at some point when I use up something. And what I would like to use up here this next year, the Delusions paint. The Delusions paint is getting used up. I don't like it. I'm using it up and I'm not replacing it. So I may replace it with an oxide or two, because I really do like the distress inks. They do all kinds of fun things and I enjoy using them. But I've got to get rid of the distress paint first. So I like that. And I think this does need just a little bit more. But what I think I'm going to do, I was thinking about writing something, but you know what? I don't want to write something. I have got some old distress inks, so they are not really juicy and they are probably almost dry. But I have a new stencil set here. Let's play. This is what the Anything Goes book is all about. Let me add a little bit of, which one? Circles. Let's pull them out here and look at them. Let's pull them out and take a look. What do we have? We've got triangles. I like the triangles. I like all three of them, really. I don't know if I like... That looks weird here. I like it in the picture, but it looks weird here. But that might be what I need. You know what? I'm going for the triangles. I'm going for the triangles. And I don't, like I said, this is old and I don't know how juicy it really, really is. So I'm just going to go for it. It's probably going to be a very light. I don't have a stencil with down steps. Nope, I do not. So let's see if I can even get some color on here. I can see a little bit. A little bit of pattern, I think, will go a long way with this. Yeah. Let's put a little bit here. It's not very dark, but it's dark enough to see. Give me 1 second. I need a drink of water. So you don't hear my gulping of the water. I'm turning off. I'm muting. Just a second. I'll come right back. Thank you. Yeah. I like that a lot. All right, let's see if we can get some pattern right in there. My stencil's sliding just a little. Oh well. Yeah, I like that it's just a little bit of pattern. I do too. I was thinking about adding just a little bit of color, but nah. Sometimes it's nice just to have a black and white and a calming page. Sometimes I get a little crazy. You know, it's true. It happens. Every once in a while, it happens. It happens. All right, now a little bit on this side. And I'm going to bring that down a little bit so it covers this piece here and kind of blends it into the page. Just a little bit. Yes, and some over here. So I'm getting ready to finish up my junk journal as well, and I don't have any videos up. I've been kind of documenting it as I do it. I've been doing it for some months. I hadn't worked on it for a while though, but so I've got 7 videos so far on the progress of this junk journal, and I have to say I'm really enjoying this book, and it's turning out really cool. And right now I've finished most of the collage work and adding images to the pages, and I am writing on the pages. which I don't do very often, but I am for this one. And then I thought that I was going to put a hidden binding on it, but what I think I'm going to do instead is a Coptic binding so that it lays a little bit flat, and I'm putting it in a book, a hard book, a novel cover. I took the pages out of this novel and I am going to put the pages of the junk journal into it. And I still need to add images and things to the cover. But it is almost done. Okay, so I like that. And I think I am done here. Not quite. I think one more step. One more something. Do I want this one? I think I want this one. No, we want that one. Except I don't know if I want to get black on this one. I'll use this one. And I do need pieces of paper. Because I am going to use a permanent ink. And since it's on a lid, I've got to push down the center of the lid to make sure it gets connected to the ink. And I am going to stamp. So thank you everyone for your thumbs up. I do appreciate that. And I really do appreciate coming and spending time with me. Yeah. And I'm going to do that over here as well. You can't see my concentric circles without thinking of Barb Owen and Shelley. Why Barb Owen? I know Shelley had to get the circles. And I think I want one right there. I want one right there and over here. And just cleaning off a bit of ink on it. And I think I am done with that page. I like it. I like it. So I am going to go to the next page, and I'm actually going to keep that little bit for a fish bits. Let's try not to get my thumb in it before it dries, please. Put the new stencils. I have to put the stencils away. Okay, so the next page that I have going on here is this one. I like the colors together. I like her in this dress. I don't know why. Actually, let me give it a torn edge. Maybe I will like it better that way. And I didn't get all the white off. I was kind of hoping for all that white to come off, and it doesn't want to come off. I have a little bit of glue on my fingers. Which is why I have this little washcloth. And the person that told me about this washcloth thing, you are a genius, and that works really well. And thank you. All right. So I kind of like that. I like the colors together. And I like that she's in a t-shirt here and this dress. Was it Hottie? Somebody emailed me, or no, somebody put a comment on a video. It wasn't Susan. It was somebody else. And suggested that I put a washcloth in a bowl with some vinegar, a wet washcloth. And it does work well. I also like this chair. She said in the live, somebody gave me a message. Somebody gave me a message. I don't know. Maybe more than one person has told me this. And it took me forever to actually do it. I like this. I think I'm going to glue this down. It's got some birds on it. And what I think I'm going to do is glue it down this way and then add some more birds to the page after I find some birds. What's in the chair? It's candies. No, it's ornaments. It's candy ornaments? I don't know. What is that? It looks like they're glass ornaments in the shapes of candies and bulbs. You think it was in, okay. Yeah, I like that. It's not a necklace. But anyway. It looks like Christmas ornaments to me. I do like that. Yeah, glass ornaments. It could be a garland of glass candy, yeah. And I thought about it, but I think I like this better. I think I like this better, and I like the idea that I can put more birds on to kind of blend both sides of the page together. So I am just going to go for it and just do it and come back with birds later. So I wanted to talk about Gluebook January. When I get my projects all together and inventoried, I am putting aside all the glue books that I started last year, and I will continue working in those since I haven't really worked in any of them, not seriously, since January last year. So I will continue with the ones that I started. I have a few that I decided that I didn't really like, and I'm taking off the list. But I will review all of them from last year, and I will be introducing a couple new ones this year. I've got a list going. I'm really excited. I need to find some of them. Some of them are missing in action. I'm just not sure exactly where just a couple of them are. I know where most of them are. But I'm looking forward to getting them out and doing glue books in January. And this is what I did last year, and I think I'm going to continue doing every January, since it is my birthday month, and January is usually pretty cold for a lot of people. Glue books are an easy way to stay warm and still do something creative. That it doesn't take up a lot of space. It doesn't take a lot of supplies. You can do it just about anywhere, all wrapped up in a blanket or whatever. And there's so many different ways to do a glue book. And a glue book, what's at the bottom of this picture? Yes, Rebecca, there will be an inventory list. I believe there is a list of the glue books I did last year in the Facebook group Art Experiments. This is Polk State College, Lakeland campus. This is from a biology textbook. It was donated because some of the pages of the textbook were missing, so they couldn't use it. And so I got the cover of the book with this elephant on it. And I saved it from the landfill because that's where it was headed. That's where it was going to go. And I don't necessarily like the words. I'm thinking I really like this elephant, though. Oh, what does it say at the bottom? Shimmering ornaments, sparkling crystal, fireside conversations, gifts to give and get. The loveliest time of year is here. Happy holidays from our house to yours. It's shimmering ornaments. They're ornaments. I don't know what magazine this is from. I don't know, but yeah, they're ornaments. Bye, Paper Kitty. All right. So this is, it's an interesting page, and it really doesn't need a whole lot of anything. I was thinking that maybe I would put the elephant here. Let me cut out the elephant. See, let me cut out the elephant and see what it looks like on the page. It is a thick cardstock. I'm going to have to peel a layer or two off of this because it is not going to glue down very well this way. But let's give him some shape and see how much of the page we can see underneath. Let's just see what he looks like. He's very jaggedy. Let's just make sure that this is not a straight line and just kind of do that. Okay, this is going to be another one of those. Sorry, trying to get this done without ruining him. I think he's a cute little critter. All right. And I suppose I better do this part too, just so I can see what I can see. All right. I don't usually wet the paper. Usually wetting a paper will make it more fragile, and I like to keep the integrity of paper when I can. But if it's a decent piece of cardboard, it'll come apart. It will come apart. If it has any thickness at all, it will come apart. You can see, get a corner and it will come apart. And then peel the part that you don't want, peel that off first, because that's what's going to rip if it doesn't come all the way off in one piece. So, and thin it out that way. If it's a difficult piece of cardboard, thin it out that way. And then go to the narrower bits after you've gotten the thick parts done. Anyway, I just wanted to see what it would look like before I started doing all that. And I don't really like the way he looks. He's too big. If I put him that way, well, I guess he would look all right. But, it is pretty thick. I'm surprised it tore apart that badly. Usually when it's a thick cardboard like that, a cardstock, it usually comes apart pretty easily. And I'm surprised that it's being a little difficult. It must be good quality. If I work at it a bit, I bet I can get it off better. Oops, I just ripped the elephant. I like to get off the cardboard in one piece, and it's just not working today. But anyway, that's what I would be doing. So I don't know. I kind of like it. I could cut off that much of it so that he kind of comes out that way, and put something. I don't want that actually showing, but I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Do not injure the elephant. He is ripped a little bit right here, but you can see the edge of the paper, but I'll just put that underneath, and when I glue it, and you won't even notice. You won't even notice that he was damaged just a little bit. I did like these faces. They're just some different colors of faces, but the colors of them really did go with this page very, very, very well. And the page itself is pretty interesting. There's a lot of different techniques that I used on here. There's a lot of little notes that I have here. So I don't necessarily want to cover everything up. So I was thinking about just adding a block of these faces and seeing what that would do. So let me cut that apart, or let me cut it out. And take a look at it without all the other stuff. Kind of like these faces for something else. Not that I need more images to keep, but you know, I keep everything. So those would look, I mean, they kind of blend in, but I kind of like the way it looks. And I could even put them on that side with the elephant over here. Edward the elephant? I don't know if I've ever heard of Edward the elephant and his friends. Hey, Joey. So, and I could even put his friends over here. It seems like it's too much over here. I like the colors because the colors are the purple and the browns, and there's some blues in here. So it just kind of, it matches really well. It really goes. And I'm kind of looking in the computer. I need to make a decision. I'm running out of time. Let's see here. You like the elephant? You like the elephant? I don't know if I can get all this cardboard off right now. It doesn't seem to want to come off very easily. Usually I can get it off in, you know, bigger pieces without injuring the elephant. Kathleen is very protective of the elephant. Must not hurt the elephant. And I can guarantee he can be glued back together, Kathleen. We can glue him. He'll be fine. Don't worry. I just want some of this thickness off. Especially if it's trunk, too. I really want his trunk glued down well so that it doesn't come off. Do you like the elephant on this page, or just the heads, the portraits here? Yeah, it's going to take me a while to get this cardboard off. I don't know why it's being so difficult. It must be really a decent premium cardboard. It must be premium printed cardboard. It's printed well. Or I can put the faces over here. So Kathleen wants the elephant. Mrs. Gigi loves elephants and owls. Rebecca, that's not really, it's an opinion, but it's not telling me yes or no. Rebecca says elephant is bold, but covers a lot. It does cover quite a bit. Jennifer likes the elephant. You always seem to tear through to the front. Usually I don't have quite this much trouble getting a layer of the cardstock pulled away from the image. And now I'm tearing the elephant again, trying to get a decent amount. I really need to get it off this tusk of his so that it will glue. And I didn't get any off. They're too small. The people are too small. So they can't be a focal point because they're too small. I think they need to go on this page, though. I think they fit well with the page. Oh, I just damaged him again. We're going to have to really fix him up. The glue stick. We're going to have to fix him with the glue stick. I usually do not have this much trouble. Honestly, I don't usually have this much trouble. Persistence. Persistence will get the cardboard off. And it's going to distress my elephant just a little bit, so he's not going to be perfect anymore. He's got a few gouges in him. And let me just see if I can get... So, you asked if I ever use water. I don't usually use water, but this is really being persistent. I'm going to use a wet baby wipe on the parts that are still really thick, and maybe I can rub away some of that cardstock. I don't usually like to do it this way, but it does need to be a little bit thinner than it is. So, and this is getting a layer of the paper off. In the middle where I'm having a difficult time getting to it. Okay. That little corner needs to be taken off too. Probably doesn't matter. It's probably the part that I'm going to cut off anyway. It does not want to come off. Wow. There we go. All right. So let me take the dry baby wipe and get the little bits off of it. Don't want it too thin. That's a lot of stuff coming off of it now. I might have gotten it too wet. That thickness is really rolling off now. The areas that I couldn't get it off is coming off. So sometimes I guess getting it a little moist doesn't hurt sometimes. Where do elephants come from? Tuscany. That's funny. Oh dear. Hello, Faluke. I usually get the backs off of cardstock off in one fell swoop. So this is one of the rare times where it's given me trouble. I do get determined when I want something. And I want all those little paper bumps to be off. You can see, look at all these bumps. I don't want to glue it that way because it will show up. So I'm trying to smooth away all those paper things without taking away too much. I don't want to go through the entire image. I think I might have gotten it too moist. I really don't usually have this much trouble with the paper. Really, really. But the more I rub it, the more beads I'm creating. So let's just get the beads off that I've got. Get the bumps away. See how flat that will lay. I have quite a mess going on here. You can see he's got a mouth now. He never had the mouth before. And there's a bit there that I got him. And here, he's kind of sad now. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna push him off a little bit more, I think. Right about there. So let me kind of tear this away so I have an idea how much I want to take off. Waste a bunch of glue trying to glue to the edge. Okay. And all my bits of paper are gone, so let's put some glue on him and get him down. Let's just get him down. See what happens. Oops. My gluing magazine isn't big enough. All right. Scooch over, no paper underneath. I think I want him right about there. So let's get him down and make sure all my little tears are blended in and the beveled edge, the white edge of the paper is underneath the printed, so you can't really see it. Let's get it down. See, no elephants were harmed in the filming of this video. And he needs a little bit more glue right in here. And I can trim up, I can trim up this page from the other side. Getting glue all over my fingers. And let's take a look and see what we've got. You've been tidying. Debbie's been tidying. I've just really gotten everybody to getting a lot of people to start organizing for the new year. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I tore that too much. He's got a dent in him. You can see it really well, can't you? Oops. Oops. I might have to take a bit of the image and try to put it on top, or maybe I can ink a little bit there. And then I think I might put the faces over on this side. I don't know why I like the little faces. Trying to decide if they should go or not. Maybe I should just put it in here and get out the ink. I'm thinking maybe I should use that black soot. Not quite as dark. Disguise the edge a little bit. See, it's not so bad now. It's not so bad. The faces are perfect. You like the little faces? Everybody likes the faces? You got a lot of stuff to go to the charity shop tomorrow. Yay! Everybody's getting ready for Glue Book January. I am looking forward to Glue Book January this year. I'm looking forward to digging out those projects and just relaxing all month long with my glue stick and getting rid of images and finishing up some of these glue books that I started last year. It should be really a lot of fun. So what I'll do is I will introduce new books each week, work in a few of them. I've got about 25 glue books that I'm working in, different variations and all that. My definition of a glue book, and it's just my definition, it's the definition that I work from, and that I base these videos on for myself. A glue book is a book or structure of some sort that you glue pieces of paper into or onto. They can be any kinds of structures, any kind of paper. So that's, and I'm going to put the faces, I want this book done. That's all there is to it. Let me just do it while I'm here. I think that's where I want them. I like the looks of them. I'm just going to try not to think so hard in the new year and just do it. Just go for it. Have some fun with it. So this book is almost finished. And when I do get it finished, I will do a flip through I've only got a couple more pages that need something. There's another one with a bunch of faces. And it's almost finished. I do have 6 projects that are pretty close to being finished. I want to get those 6 projects finished by the end of the year and get the organization of this room all done. And so I'm up and running for the new year, for the new videos, and relaxing with Gluebook January. It is a perfect way to start the year. There's so many different ways to do glue books. There's a glue book out there for just about anybody. They're fun, they're relaxing, they're easy to do, and we're just going to have some fun with it. So I hope you join me in January. I am going to start January 1st. I hope to do an introduction to the glue books before that. I may not get a chance to, but I will do. I will start January 1st. I'm probably going to stream a little bit. I'm hoping to stream. Maybe I will do it right before. January 1st is my holiday. That's my favorite. I like to stay home. I've got a couple movies that I watch, and I don't really do a lot of drinking, but I do relax and watch movies, and I'm quiet. The peacefulness, the idea of a whole new year to have things to do, and I don't really do resolutions or anything like that, but because I usually don't follow up. But I do enjoy the first of the year. It is my time to rejuvenate and to look forward to what's coming in the new year. So, yes, and then January 1st, all the holiday season is over. We can all relax. All the stress of all that, goes away. And I don't do anything. I'm still stressed. All right. Glue books, you can do a theme to a glue book, but you do not have to do a theme to a glue book. It can be anything. I will get into it more. I do have a playlist about glue books. It is called Glue Books. There is another playlist called Glue Book Inspirations, and those are other people's glue books that inspire me. So if you are interested to look into glue books and see what it's all about, I believe I've got most of the Glue Book January videos in the playlist. If you want to see what we did last year, get a heads up, a head start, and you can see what's going on over there. So thank you, Margaret. Thank you all for spending time with me and encouraging me with my organization. I'm so glad that it's helping other people too. That helps me, that eggs me on to get it all finished and keep going with it. If I know that other people are also organizing and we're doing stuff together. So, yeah, it's been fun. So I will see you on Tuesday. I wish me luck. Please let me get the images, videos, storage images. That video needs to get done before I can go any further in my cleaning up of this room. I need to do that and get those images in someplace. I need to figure out where I'm putting them. So wish me luck. Wish me luck. As I hope to do that tomorrow. I want to do it before Tuesday. And then Tuesday, I'm going to be doing some more, either in this book or the art journal. That's one of mine that I want to get finished. The art journal or my junk journal that I'm working on. Anyway, thanks everyone. I will see you on Tuesday. It was fun. Oh, I think it should be done. I hope I can. I hope I can. But, you know, something always seems to happen when I'm just that close. You know, something just happens, you know? And then I can't spend the time. But anyway, so I'll see you on Tuesday. Thanks, everyone.